Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I think the sun's coming out for you. How awesome is that? Okay, good morning. No, it's good afternoon. It's 12:46. Are we recording? Was we recording? We are 14 seconds in. Okay. Whew. Shall we look at today's energy? I've got my bracelets back on. Feels really nice. I had to do a repair job again. But we're jingling. Got to remember to keep my elbows. Well, maybe I can have my elbows on the table, just not my wrist. Otherwise, we're clonking around everywhere, not just jingling. So, cheers, cheers. Nice energy this morning, this afternoon. So far, so good. Is that the name of a Bryan Adams song? So far, so good. Or is it the name of his album? Shall we have a look? Let's have a look. Come on, there's no rush. So far, so good. Oh, so far, so good. There's a meaning. Oh, it's an album. So far, so good is a compilation. How do we say this word? A compilation album by Canadian rock musician Bryan Adams. But it actually says here, so far, so good, meaning in Hindu. Let's do it. Oh, it actually just gives me the translation of it. Would you like to hear how it spoke? You ready? In Hindu, so far so good. Here we go. Ab tak to sab theek hai. And again? Thank you. Ab tak to sab theek hai. So far so good. What is the meaning of so far so good? Used to say that something such as a project or an activity has proceeded well or without problems up to the present. How's the work on your house going? There's a lot more to do, but so far so good. Okay. I can't remember it in Hindu now. Oh, let's go to the secret language of colour. I feel like we're tapping into secret languages. Like yesterday we had the electronics talking to us. Well, to me. Are we all out? We're all out. Okay. Secret language of colour cards. We're going to use them. We're all out. Out of what? The shadows. So let's get Oracle of Shadows and Light. Anything else want to come out? Journey of Love? Let's go for it. I felt like we might be doing a bit of an oracle reading and not so much tarot. We'll just start with these three. Come on, out you come. Magenta. Card number 5. Connect to your deepest inner knowing. That's a beautiful colour, isn't it? Shall we read the message of Magenta first? I'm sure Magenta was like the friend of Blue's Clues. You got the blues clues, blues clues. You gotta find another paw print and that's another clue. Put it in your notebook, you know just what to do. Think, think, think. In your thinking chair, Kevin. Well, I believe Magenta was Blue's Clues partner in fun, in crime, because they're trying to solve the clues. So we won't do any research now, but my eldest daughter loved Blue's Clues. So Magenta, it's just coming through. Magenta is the colour of your deepest inner knowing, inspiring truth, clarity and faith. Magenta also awakens your enthusiasm for life, connecting you to the higher realm of spirituality and assisting you with your journey of self-discovery. So far, so good. Meditate on Magenta to connect to your deeper wisdom. Okay, Divine Wisdom. Divine Wisdom is always available to you. For the next 7 days, before you go to sleep, ask a question of your higher self. This is a part of you that has incredible knowledge, wisdom, and compassion. After this, meditate on the colour magenta for a few minutes. Allow the answer to float into your mind. If you don't perceive it the first time you try, persevere. Say, Divine Intelligence, please connect me to my higher self so that I can receive the wisdom and guidance that can bring me to joy, love, and abundance. That's awesome. Asking to actually connect with your higher self. So there's definitely this understanding here that you have deep wisdom within you. Let's see what the Oracle of the Shadows and Light wants to say. Mildew Fairy, it's clean up time. Okay. 15, which straight away takes me to the Devil energy. I feel, and it asks how you was getting on with the, I don't know, what was going on in the home. So far, so good. So I feel like you're having a real good clean up. Not only of yourself, because you're going to your higher self to ask what you're needing to do to help yourself out. And also you are cleaning the energy that's around you, toxicity, cleaning the home. Let's have a look at this. About the Mildew Fairy. Some things just look like they're yuck, but they're not. They're very good things, and they can be powerful and helpful when used in the right way. So if the Mildew Fairy turns up in your reading, it's time to check out what could be profoundly useful for you, which you've dismissed. And this could be an aspect of yourself, and I feel that's your higher self. And this could be an aspect of yourself or an aspect of the environment you're in. It's very important not to try and hide this from yourself or to cover it up. The health of the situation rests upon the degree of openness you approach it with. Okay, the Mildew Fairy speaks. It always shocks me when people think something shouldn't be there, like me. I grow naturally where it's warm and wet, and I love to show you what you may need to take care of. I can do wonderful things. I can be medicine and I can be a parasite too. But all the time I'm showing you what is going on, what you need to change, and whether the conditions are a little too steamy for you. If they are, you can freshen up your environment naturally. Don't clean or use harsh chemicals or bleaches, as you'll kill all that is helpful and good. You see, I turn up when something is unhealthy and you just aren't noticing or getting it. So be thankful for my presence and build a little algae or fungi, fungi pond in my honour, or treat yourself to some tasty mushrooms. They are always healthy ways to honour me, and do not step thoughtlessly into that fairy ring. It's all about me being in the right place. Don't ignore me. Right now, something really does need to be cleaned healthfully before it begins to affect you. For one, I felt like my eyes were extremely heavy, and I felt like they were a bit like, oh, my eyes, okay, there's something coming through today about the eyes, watering. I was talking to Megan this morning, and we was actually like stroking Jasper, but we was like knelt down, like he was on his chair, and we were both like giving him love. And she looked at me, she went to me, are you okay? And I said, yeah. She went, your eyes are watering. I said, yeah, they're just watering this morning. So I was picking up there that my eyes, they feel quite heavy. And also I felt like I was going to be doing a reading, not showing my face. I felt like, okay, you can maybe get a bit too much of me, the lessons. And then I was kind of like, am I really not showing my face today? Are we actually doing a reading? Do you want me just to like have the camera down? And it's like, no, I'm going to show my face. It's so it's kind of like this energy of, well, this part, do not step faultlessly into that fairy ring. It's all about me being in the right place. Don't ignore me. Right now, something really does need to be cleaned healthfully before it begins to affect you. Okay. Right, let's have a look at the divination message. Think of ways to decrease stagnant moisture, which is stuck emotions, and increase airflow, fresh thinking, in your home and environment. When the mildew fairy comes to pay a visit, it's likely things are a little stagnant, a little over emotional, and that fresh new air and thoughts need to be brought in to clear the situation up. She can mean a fresh way of thinking or a fresh point of view or a release of emotions that could be pooling in one area. Her appearance never means covering up. It means working with the environment you find yourself within. Like the mildew fairy said, a little of her can be medicine and a great deal of her can be maddening. Where she turns up will tell you lots about what needs a fresh approach in your life. And if she is inside, lurking in cupboards, or in the bathroom instead of decorating pebbles by a pond, you know that the presence of unhelpful energy needs to be addressed, not rationalised and excused, and never ignored. And I do actually feel like this is like me personally bringing a message through. Like if you find me inside, like, well, lurking in cupboards, maybe in the kitchen, or in the bathroom instead of decorating pebbles by a pond, I want to say rather than me being outside, it's like I'm inside delivering messages. And these are messages that let you know that there's unhelpful energy around you that needs to be addressed, not rationalised and excused, and never ignored. Ooh, what's all that about? I thought so far so good. Unless that's kind of the energy of a cover-up job. So we got the message through about connecting with your higher self. Then we have, you need to clear up the stagnant energy that's either around you or pulling within you. And then we have towering magnificence. Blues, clues, blues, clues, like the same colours. It's like you've got to find 3 clues. And then you're going to put them all together. Let's have a look. You are entering the presence of the truly great and sublime divinity. It is without form yet, exists within all forms. It is without form. So I felt like I was going to say, it is without form yet. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to see that in the form. It just says, it is without form, yet exists within all forms. Energy. Well, that's what I'm adding in, sorry. It is humbling and yet asks nothing of you. It just is, and when we encounter it, we are moved beyond words. Love, it's love, isn't it? Energy, love. It just is, and when we encounter it, we are moved beyond words, beyond mind, and into realms of the heart that we may never have experienced before. It takes a brave soul to meet the towering majesty of divine presence. It can be a terrifying experience as limitations, preconceived notions and identities crumble in the wake of its light. You are being brought to this place out of love because you are ready. Your soul has been craving connection to something so much larger than itself, so to find something worthy to which it can devote itself entirely. And this greatness is becoming available to you now, to be witness to the extent that is helpful, so that you may find the greater purpose of service which your heart craves. You are ready. This oracle brings you comfort, that your inner path, you're opening up to direct experience of the divine presence, is happening now, according to divine timing and grace. This is also confirmation that you are connecting with your spiritual guidance more consciously now, and that any sense of self that appears to be falling away from you now is because your divinity has outgrown it, and a new awareness is taking its place. Wow. Mighty sentinels connecting heaven and earth, wisdom of the ancients waiting for those who listen in the quiet. I'm going to have to find out some more. What's going on then? Well, we can see that you're connecting to divine intelligence, divine wisdom. Let's go to the angels and ancestors. Mighty sentinels. I've got the key, I've got the secrets. There's a, let's say, an intention in the bottom of this box here. And it says, I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from this tool will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. Amen to that. And that's why we continue to bring the messages as and when they want to come through. Okay. I don't really know why I'm explaining myself to you, but we have Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. The message is, heed the messages coming directly from your soul. Okay. The Star Ancestors is a Native American term for extraterrestrial light beings who are dedicated to the healing and growth of the world. These incredible beings are divine embodiments of love who bring wisdom from the higher realms. Often people feel a sense of connectiveness when they look up into the night sky and see the stars. I believe that's because they are remembering their starry connections, and those are what this card represents. Starry, starry nights. Listen to that this morning. The Star Ancestor is reminding you that you have otherworldly support and that your friends from the stars can help if you are willing to be helped. They can support you in connecting with and following your soul's deepest calling. Okay, the extended message. There is a deeper purpose to your human journey. Not only were you born on purpose, you were born for a purpose. You were born to be a bright light in the world, and there are supporters out there in the universe sending waves of energy to guide you at this time. Information and inspiration that has been coming your way recently is not new information but memories. Your feelings of being drawn in a particular direction are the awakening of an aspect of your soul. You are being drawn towards a road that will not only light you up, but also help you light up your corner of the world. Continue following the cosmic guidance that is coming your way. Beautiful message. Okay, we're going to carry on just for a little bit, because I feel like this energy is going to clear and then I'm going to be back on with the tarot reading. I feel like the sun did want to come out at the beginning. Okay. Mermaids and dolphins. We can go for mermaids and dolphins. It's like you can throw anything into the mix. Dum, 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 dum. Come on, come on. You can dance. You can dance. And you can dance, 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 dance. Get into the groove. It's like a Madonna remix. Okay. You're being helped. Oh, I love it. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see results yet. I think we might need some light on the situation. Okay. That might make it a little bit better. Because you can dance. So you're being helped. Oh, that's bright. Bright eyes. It's very bright on the eyes. My eyes have been very sensitive. Your manifestation is being worked out right now, even if you can't see tangible proof. As an analogy, when sailors get close to land, they often see signs of life, such as birds flying or branches floating in the ocean. By drawing this card, you're urged to notice the signs that land, your manifestation, is near. Even if you can't yet see evidence that your manifestation is in process, this card assures you that your prayers have been heard and answered. So stay centered in faith and gratitude in order to open the door to your desires. There's somebody at the door. Okay, let's have some coffee. Rumi. Rumi, and then you've got this, seeing as you've got this was on top of the Rumi box. Right, bit of an odd reading, but hey. Let's get a Rumi message to go with this reading. Celestial Rose of Ma. Am I really reading all this again? I'm just going to read the beginning part. Card number 10. The taste of bitterness becomes sweetness in love. The searching in the dark finds the light of faith revealed in love. Love transforms thistles into jasmine, and love layers heaven and gifts us with wings to soar into its mystery. Love transforms our every thought into a desire of the heart. O love, how divine is your luring. Beauty flows from your unseen face. Your very nature is radiant with joy. You manifest vibrant hues in every flower, and your touch dazzles all creation. Every particle is attracted towards you, longing to unite and dwell in you. Rumi. We read this part here. The Divine Mother offers me her rose. How rich that gift may be. I tear my flesh on its thorns and my blood flows. I curse myself for carelessness, and yet, in my desire to grasp this gift, it happens again and again. Then I realise, such is its scent, its beauty. How can I be tentative in my approach? My senses are drenched in beauty, and I long to inhale the exquisite perfume, to reach for the velvet dew of the petals, soft and delicate under my touch. Perhaps I will be scraped, and I will bleed, yet there is not enough to deter me, to prevent me from accepting this gift. The magnificence of the bloom renders the struggle to enjoy it as a worthy, noble, essential pursuit. Of course, I understand something so precious must be protected. It must be allowed to live, more than this, to thrive. So those thorns are hooks that allow for growth, for those that would bear the pain of the ascent to the rose's blooming heart. And those thorns are barbs that keep away those that would consume the creation without appreciating its worth and beauty. Yes, those thorns serve essential purpose. I cannot begrudge them, for I love the rose, and so I love what is necessary for her to be, so I love the thorns too. Oh, I felt like I had to kind of grasp for some breaths. Okay, you've got this. I feel like there's a real positive attitude here of not actually the kind of like the energy of so far so good. It's like I'm just going to keep pushing forward with this. It's like the pursuit is worth it. Don't let the fear of losing outweigh the excitement of winning. You are amazing. Just the way you are. And what you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. And if you want something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. Stand and deliver. Okay, I'm going. Have yourself a fantastic day. I'll catch up with you later. Bye for now.